Welcome my fellow scout troopers, one and all, to another NTW3 3v3 battle replay today. Today's replay takes place on Italy 06-B. It was sent to me by Flaming Eagle, who posted it on my Discord, so thank you very much Flaming Eagle for the replay. I'm not too sure of his gamer name here, so I'm going to assume he's on the red team. Anyway, on one team we have Stan, Templar, Valentin, 1805, and Napoleon, Bonaparte. On the other team we have Cameron 27, Eagle of Doom, I'm going to assume that's actually Flaming Eagle there, and Crusader Hun 12. Now the red team factions today are Held Expedition 1799, Russkiy Narod, I also saw earlier, and Braunschweig. So I think this is like a low point battle. These factions are anything to go by. And it looks like Russkiy's already launched a massive surprise attack on his enemy's lines. We'll actually go back and see the start of this. But before that, we'll go through the blue team factions. We've got Espana here, 1810 Roy Joseph, so a French commander-based army. I don't know where his allies are. Wait, there they are. The French Imperials, the French Garde, and we have the Swiss, or the Swissy, but the Swiss. Now if you guys want to see your own replay featured here on this channel, you can send it to my email at scoutsentertainment@gmail.com. You can also post it to me directly on Discord via private message. You can also join my Discord server Scouts Reconnaissance and post it there. Or simply tab me in the NTW3 post on the Discord as well. And with that, let's go back to the start of this fight. And we are back. Narod's about to launch his assault. Now Russkiy here has him easily outnumbered. Over here though, France has him outnumbered, but we've got reinforcements coming in. Russkiy defeated them single-handedly by himself. We've got infantry here. Moving to deter the cav, push him back. Looks like we had Flame in here trying to go after the French general there, but he managed to get away just in time. Yeah, where's he off to? He's skirting the French perimeter, looking for a place to strike. We waited a little bit too long to pull back there. Russkiy here with the Vanguard ability has deployed all over the map. Why would he put a mine there, of all places? You must believe that the blue team's going to try and make a play for that 4-pointer. Where the red team has one unit there, probably to hold it. Russkiy's also sending another unit here, going after the artillery. And he got him. And they're not done, they're still in the game. Yep, they're still in the game. Flanking charge. Can they hold on? Yeah, it's not looking too good for him, is it? The French army just collapsing under the might of the Russians. He's got his square formations, trying to protect his infantry that can't form square. They form square around the general.
We've taken the buildings up.
Okay, they're taking the 4-pointer and the 1-pointer, so they're 5 points up. Blue team potentially could be 6 points ahead. This is Espana, I think I'm calling them the French, for the French team. He's got 2 French players, that's what I know for sure. Whose artillery's firing? Held as artillery, 6-pounder there. Main infantry forces coming up. Braunschweig is a long way off yet from joining the battle. But at the moment he's not needed. Russkiy seems to have things well in hand here. Just harassing the Spanish player to no end. French reinforcements have finally arrived, and this has actually driven Russkiy back, as you'll see, towards his ally. Helder also brought some cavalry himself. Braunschweig also has 6 units of cav coming up as well. Well, he's trying to get them here without tiring them out, so they're just forced to really walk their way up here. There's no real urgency for them to be here at the moment. It's strange that the Spanish player will continue to put units on the front lines that can't form square. You can see Russkiy just sort of picking them off one by one. It makes sense for him to put his troops that can form square around this little perimeter that he's got going on. You know, like a square over here, a square here on the side, one at the front. Well, you know, like his own little square of squares, so to speak. A formation that makes it very difficult for Russkiy to sort of get his cav in the center, you know. His cav continues to charge in. Who's going after now? He's going after the Swiss cav. The Tatari versus the Swiss chasseurs. We got French coming over, but it wasn't fast enough. Russkiy's continuing to hammer the Spanish lines. They do not want to give him a second to breathe. Russkiy's determined just to keep hammering and hammering and hammering until he's either dead or his enemy's dead. He's got to change tack a little bit here. We've got the heavy cav now. Just arrived. That can pretty much slaughter almost everything that Russkiy can throw at him.
Sir! Sir! Our general is under attack!
Although, if all those units are attacked at once on the French heavy cavalry, I think the Grenadiers would actually succumb. We've seen them break at about 80 in the past. And if you manage to swarm them, not even they could hold the Russians back. And that's probably the blue team's best cav unit right now, right here. We've got Helder shifting his cav over there. They're trying to keep the blue team spread out a little bit, you know. They don't want them concentrated too much on that hill. They'll definitely make things hard for Russkiy to assault them in that position if they all group up in this area. So you can see Helder sort of moving a bit off to the right there, potentially to try and draw some enemy troops towards him, you know. The Swiss need to get over here pronto, as fast as they possibly can. The Spanish doesn't want to give up the hill. He wants to try and stay here, but his allies just don't have the troops in the area to support him holding this position right now, and he's slowly being driven off. These guys here come from square, but we've got infantry charging into them, so that won't take much. Well, I half of those cavalry for a second there.
Our men are running!
Where are those guys going? Alright. You guys hear that broken? His allies, the French allies probably, French and Swiss allies probably told him that the Spaniard to get off the hill. They won't get there in time. If he stays there, he's dead, and you know he would be dead if he stayed. So you know, reluctantly, it looks like he's being pulled off that hill by his teammates. You got a lot of Swiss units over there. I said two French. Forgot about the Swiss player. French Garde, one Spanish, one Swiss. Looks like we've got the Spanish player. They're training his general inside the house. Not a bad idea. Russkiy's just sort of tailing the Spanish as they pull back. So it's
this building
Braunschweig.
has fallen to the enemy.
Got two units over here. All fast hitting, all fast light tier cav. Downside of that for the blue team, of course, is that they can launch a lightning fast assault. And so the blue team needs to actually make sure they're prepared for it as best they can. Things might get a bit more interesting here now that the French Garde have arrived. Got Helder falling back a little bit there. We got 2 6-pounders from the Helder expedition. It looks like they're limbering up. Maybe they want to get a bit higher on the crest of this hill here. But given that the French infantry are approaching, yeah, I suppose he's making the right call there. It's just that slight little lip. I can see a lot of cannonballs just going straight into that where they are. But he's not moving up, he's actually moving away. Not even Helder thinks he can hold here with Russkiy's support. Well, Ruskiy's already gone off to his own thing, trying to destroy the Swiss player now. He's getting more bolder with each victory. More cav coming in. A lot of French units here can't form square. He's aiming for the cavalry of the French.
Our men are running.
Trying to destroy their chasseurs. And the French just gave him a big slap in the face, sent him packing. Skirmishers are pulling back.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Russians there pulling back now too. Swiss are moving up. These British are going with their cavalry. Might want to keep an eye on what his allies are up to. The hell the bodies are already all the way back here. Yep. Braunschweig is getting closer. Well, only one of these units it seems can form square. French have decent troops. They're pretty expensive, that's why. But France is going in alone. With the massive cav threat posed before him. It's strange that he's sticking his army's neck out so far. I mean, out of the 8 units we have here before us, only one of them can form square right on the left flank. And the right. Okay, so he's got one on either flank. It still doesn't mean Russia can't launch an all-out assault on the front, on the middle units. And at the same time, all the Helder's troops bayonet charge in behind him. The combined might be enough to defeat the French player entirely. I might be spinning a big if there, but I think they can do it. Assuming they can do it before that cav gets in the fight, of course. The French cavalry. Well, careful, mate. You might kill your own troops. French cav running over. We know we have the Russians there. The Russians are shooting arrows at them. We have the Chaver. Has the worst charge imaginable, but does fire arrows and can get a few kills. I have seen in the past. France getting dangerously close here to the Artie. Looks like all 4 cannons here trained on this one unit alone. France is definitely in the fight for his life.
Our men are running, sir.
Come on, boys, let it fly. The artillery might be actually in range of these guys. No, they're shooting overhead. Those 4 shots there were wild. You weren't even near the target. France has launched a massive assault over here. And Russia's struggling to hold him back. Elder's forces also crumbling. Some hell units there from the square. Russia looks like they've grouped up over here. Russia's sending in everything he's got to try and throw France back. French Guard here, almost broken.
Our men are running, sir.
And they did it, they broke him. He might lose his general here. The Russians have got him. He's trying to get away. Just don't want to let him go. That's him there. It's got to be. Oh no, he's dead.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must.
Maybe it was him. I don't know. Right, general died here. So Russia went all in on that counter strike, and it paid off in big dividends for him. Congratulations. Elders Cav running through the French lines here. They're darting in and out. And they charge into a unit with a full square after all that effort. They were darting in and out through enemy formations, and in the end they got caught on the square. These elder troops, they're getting bushwhacked. We've got a lot of enemy forces coming over here.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
Russia still has a little left in the tank. France is trying to wipe out Helder with overwhelming force. He's a bit unlucky. He's going to lose both artillery pieces. Hitler, though, has turned one unit to defend their right flank. What are they shooting at? No, guys, your target's in front of you. I don't know what's going on, but that's the wrong target.
Our men are running.
Turn around, guys, turn around. No, he's going to lose that unit for sure. Okay, Hells are pretty much being defeated. It was isolated. A lot of these low pointy units don't have the best morale. They really can't handle the situation like that very well. Hang on, Brunswick actually charged into the back here of the Swiss. I thought at first when we saw a Swiss cavalry unit charge to the lines, it was actually going to attack Brunswick. Is that Brunswick? Yeah, Braunschweig lines there. No, it was Braunschweig cavalry. I think about 20 or 30 of them. We've got Russians here running through the lines, being shot at by their own troops as well as the enemy. Trying to accomplish here. Is that Brunswick cavalry? Ah, it's Russian cav. Again. Or a combination of both. Get back in there. They're walking, they're eager. We actually have Russian troops. That was the same unit that ran through the lines before. They're still in melee. They're up there. They break? Doesn't look like they broke. No, they're still in the game. And Braunschweig's on the move. Brunswick. Charging in the cav. Really focusing their attack on this one section of the Swiss line.
We have killed their general.
And it's enough to take out the general. Napoleon Bonaparte. Did Brunswick kill the French general? I think he did. No, he killed the Swiss general. Okay, yep. So now it really comes down to France, I think. The red team just needs to really turn up the heat on the Swiss and Spanish player. That should take them out of the game.
Our men are running, sir.
Looks like the Swiss and Spanish are falling back to be in line with their French ally. They're approaching the right flank of the Brunswick line. They're also trying to take out his artillery. Looks like they go off the one volley though. He's sending in his cap to delay the enemy. It worked. They managed to get one volley off. Worthy sacrifice. So, Braunschweig really has the last army with the most manpower. Red team will be relying heavily on him to hold back the French and Spanish. He'll need what's left of Russia to obviously put pressure on the rear and flanks of his enemy. On which Brunswick and Russia looks to be stepping up actually. Their attacks on the Swiss, or what's left of the Swiss and Spanish. These guys here under heavy fire. They're routed. Brunswick moving in, try and finish them off. Spanish here forming square. But the Russians just don't care. They charged in anyway. Unit in spell formation against skirmishers. Does seem to be a fair fight. Just picking them off, aren't they, right now? I tell you, once we see one or two dominoes there fall for Russia, they just pretty much fall in. They just press their attack until they're defeated and thrown back.
Our men are running, sir.
Their number. Got some cav charging in, but this isn't the cav, this is the bow cav. And those big guys. But they broke. The Russian skirmish unit has held. These guys here have seen so much action, it's not fun. How he still managed to have them after all this time, after he's put them through. Amazing. France is down to the last few units. All of them. Morale shaky, something to fall. You might see a chain route. Two more units there to tear done. The last of the French troops almost. There's one Spanish unit left. There are two Spanish units left. Valentin's just really got to run them down. Brunswick's 9-pounder crew looks to have survived and moving back to claim their artillery. The dreaded Russkiy skirmishers are back. cav moving in, and the last Spanish unit in the area. This will be the last unit left on the field. See a rear charge or a flanking charge soon. Now the Russians are out there. Braunschweig moving in. And finish this off with the bayonet charge. There's some cav support. And they did it. And that is it. So, well done to Cowman27 who got 414 kills there. Eagle of Doom 2636, nicely done there. Definitely carried the team. Crusader Hun 12, 1136, good support as well. Stan 623, Templar Valentin 1400 there. And Napoleon Bonaparte unfortunately got 226. Russia really gave him a hard time. Okay, let's have a look at the kill counts. The Cav did a phenomenal job, as well as that was a skirmish unit we saw break the lines before. 402 kills. Jeez, that's a unit to watch out for. Alexander Russkiy 391, and the rest, all the Cav here ranged from 284. Missile Cav, the Arrow Cav there got 122. Missile Cav there 284 to 100, and the rest of the army there 99 all the way down to nothing. Still, awesome effort there by Eagle of Doom. Well done to him and his team. If you want to see a replay feature video on the channel, guys, you can send it to my email at scoutsoventertainment@gmail.com. You can also post it to me directly on Discord via private message. You can join my Discord server, Scouts Reconnaissance, and post it there. Or simply tag me in the replay you post on the Napoleon Total War 3 Discord as well. This is Micka from Scouts Entertainment signing off. Goodbye, my fellow Scout Troopers. Catch you in the next Total War battle.